The legendary Venetian explorer Marco Polo described Hangzhou as the city of heaven, and nearly 800 years on, it's lost nothing in translation. History that goes back some 7,000 years, evidence of its past just about everywhere. 12 million inhabitants surely can't be wrong. And this week, the residents have packed the Olympic Sports Centre gymnasium for one of badminton's best, the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. It's day 3, and you'll have the best seat in the house. Welcome inside this magnificent amphitheatre. Only 5 years old, but it kind of feels brand new. 10,000 capacity, and this is what they're playing for. They'll be dished out on Sunday, along with a lot of money, $2.5 million worth of prize money, US. It's our final day of group stage action. We'll have the semi-finals tomorrow, starting at 10, and the 5 finals live on Sunday afternoon. We begin our first session in just a few minutes' time. Second session begins at 5. Coverage of both courts. You'll see every single match. Here's our lineup then, kicking off with 2 women's doubles pairs for whom the pressure is off. Baek and Lee and Matsuyama and Shida are both through to the semis. The only question, who'll top the group? There is, however, something on the next 3 matches. World #1 men's doubles pair, Lang and Wang, have qualification in their own hands. Chia and So still looking for their first win. Then 3 straight singles, starting with women's #1, An Se-young. A win over Tai Tzu-ying should put the Korean into the last 4. Indonesia's Gloria Tunjung will be playing for pride after 2 straight defeats. Kim Ga-eun still, though, has genuine hopes of staying around for the weekend. And we conclude with 2 women aiming to go out with a bang. Han Yue and Bai Wenjiang have both lost their opening 2 matches, and they've never met before. 5 more matches for you to enjoy in our second session. It starts at 5 in the company of Jill Clark and Chris Langridge. So we kick off, as mentioned, with women's doubles. It's Group B, and there you can see the perfect records enjoyed by Matsuyama and Shida, and Baek and Lee. They clash head-on in a moment. There is a big incentive, though, because the winner of this match will avoid the tournament favourites, Chen and Jia, in the semis tomorrow. Pretty one-sided on the head-to-head. Baek and Lee have a 6-1 advantage, although the Japanese pair did win the last meeting. Just gone 10 AM, and the players making their entrance, or about to, on day 3 of competition here. So Baek and Lee, first out, and they'll be followed by the pair from Japan, Matsuyama and Chiharu Shida. There you see the confirmation of the head-to-head, 6-1. That last match in the China Masters was a quarter-final. And Matsuyama and Shida won in straight games. So that might have given them a serious injection of confidence, you would imagine. Let's give you some more information about these players, starting with Baek. As a pair, they are ranked 2 in the world, and that is as high as they've ever been. Started playing the game when she was just 9 years of age. She's won 7 World Tour titles, the first 4 actually with different partners. But second in the world now, along with Lee So-hee, who's actually 6 years Baek senior. And they only had their first World Tour win together at the German Open in March of this year. And then added the Malaysia Masters in May, and even more impressively, the Indonesia Open in June. That's a Super 1000 event. She won a silver with Shin Chan at the World Championships in 2021, and 4 other World Tour titles, including these World Tour finals in 2020. Both matches won in straight games, both inside an hour. This will be a much bigger test, you wouldn't suspect that. Against the pairing of Matsuyama and Shida. They are ranked 4th in the world. I've been as high as number 2. That was a year ago. World Junior Championship winners in 2016, and 11 World Tour titles they've won as a pair, including 3 this year. They've never won this event. They did get to the final a couple of years back. Actually won their first title as a pair way back in 2017. Smiling Fish in Thailand. And a couple of tournament wins of note this year. Super 750 in India, that was way back in January, but they took home the China Masters only last month. My name's Trevor Harris, Steve Pedersen alongside me. It is quite a big incentive, Steve, isn't it, to avoid playing Chen and Jia, especially because the tournament favourites have had 2 very straightforward wins, not much court time, and they've got a day off today with a walkover.
Yeah, exactly. That's super valuable in such a tournament here, where it's the 8 best, or the 8 highest ranked pairs in the world that's competing, and also given the head-to-heads against Chen and Jia, the Koreans are only down 2-4 is the score in favor of the world champions, whilst the Japanese pair has an 11-3 deficit. However, they did win the last encounter in China Masters, so they're the informed pair, these 2 Japanese players. So interesting to see whether they can continue that good run of form.
We did give you a glimpse of the officials on court. Simon Omen Fung of Hong Kong is the chair umpire, and Su Chaofeng of China is in the service judge's chair. And we are just about ready, I'd reckon, for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Shida, Matsuyama, Japan. And on my left, Lee So-hee and Baek, Korea. Baek to serve to Shida. Level play.
Well, we've got a very decent crowding, considering it's just gone 10 AM in the morning on a work day. And this match will decide which pair will win Group B. Quite possible, actually, that tomorrow's semi-final might see the same 2 pairs involved. Might be playing twice in as many days.
Yeah, exactly what you mentioned there, Trevor, is
One
super important
love.
for the mental approach you go into this match with here. How do you? It might be different for the two pairs, but how do you go in here? Do you save yourself and say, okay, it's 50-50, maybe we're facing the same opponents tomorrow, or do you go in and say,
Service
hey,
over.
we want to make our presence felt, we want to go in with confidence, and we just want to win all our matches, knowing that Chen and Jia is not playing today. So if you draw them, if you lose this match and draw Chen and Jia, you're playing a pair that's much more fresh and has played really well on home soil.
Service over. 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, there's no easy matches anyway, are there? Because it's going to be one of either Lu and Tan or Rahayu Ramadanti, and neither of those opponents are exactly going to be a gimme.
Exactly, and again, you risk facing the exact same opponents that we're watching today. They could play again tomorrow. And we've seen more than once that the player or pair, because this can also happen in some of the singles group, winning today and then drawing the same opponents for the semi-final, and the result is reversed.
Long by distance.
And it's also difficult mentally because, I mean, you have qualified for the next stage, and that's the goal in this group round robin, to qualify for the semi-final stage. It's not necessarily a goal to win the group. So even if you do try your very best, it's somewhere in the back of your mind that
Service over.
a loss,
2-3.
that's not good, but we're still in the tournament. We can still win it. And Victor Axelsen in the men's singles, every time he's won, he's lost in the group stage and then gone on to win the tournament. Second game by Shida and Matsuyama, who were impressive in China Masters.
That's a great flick serve, which completely confused Lee. Would rather get it back in the end, but they lost the momentum in the rally.
4-3.
It is interesting, as you say, the dynamic of how you want to play this, but I think what neither pair would want is a 3-game, hour-and-a-half kind of marathon, which is just going to drain them ahead of tomorrow.
So it's a little bit, it could easily become a game of chicken and say, okay, we keep a straight face here and we go in all out from the beginning and hope for the others to sort of pull up and say, nah, we don't want to use that much energy. The problem is, what if they have the same approach? So who blinks first?
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. But it's a positive start here from the Japanese pair. As I say, taking a bit of psychological encouragement from their first ever win at the 7th attempt against the Koreans last time out.
Yeah, that was sort of the Koreans' comeback tournament, because they had a bit of a break or injury layoff after the Asian Games, where they lost twice, by the way, to Chen and Jia here in Hangzhou in very, very slow playing conditions, which normally favors Baek and Lee So-hee when playing the Chinese world champions. but not at the Asian Games. So, well, that's difficult for the line judge to see. There's a challenge here.
Shida challenges call out.
Yeah, looked for a moment as though his view might have been blocked.
Yeah,
but
then he has the option of covering his eyes and letting Hawkeye decide without any challenges at stake. Took the wrong
Correction
decision.
in.
And I think you're right. I think his view was blocked.
Service over. 6-4. Play.
Oh, that's a beauty. A defensive shot from Naomi Matsuyama.
7-4.
Shida affecting the coup de grace after a partner that effectively set her up.
I couldn't see which of the pairs ended up choosing ends. I think the Japanese won the coin toss, but we don't have a dedicated umpire line here, so we can't really hear what's going on at the coin toss. I think the Japanese elected to either receive or serve, and I think maybe then the Koreans probably must have chosen ends, but I'm definitely not sure. Oy. Fantastic. What a save from Baek.
Service over. 5-7.
Well, you'd have got top marks in mathematics drawing that angle. It was incredibly acute. Look at that. They're going to have a look here, the Koreans using Hawkeye, because there's a suspicion that might have just dropped wide. I think this is close.
Yeah, I saw it in, but it definitely was close to the line.
No problem.
Challenge unsuccessful.
I had trouble
One
deciphering
challenge
the
remaining.
drift here the first
Service
2 days,
over.
but
8-5.
at breakfast I
Play.
chatted to some of the Danish coaches, and I got reassured that it's Lee
Service
and Baek
over.
who's playing
6-8.
with the drift, and Shida and Matsuyama who's playing up against the drift here on court number 1. And the thing that's astonishing
Service
is that
over.
on court number 2 is the opposite way around.
9-6.
Such are the vagaries of arenas these days.
So it had puzzled Carolina Marin yesterday when she played court 1 here. She thought it was the same, but suddenly found herself totally opposite in terms of drift.
It didn't confuse her that much. She was brilliant yesterday.
Yeah.
Very easy winner. Great to see her back playing somewhere close to where we know she can play.
Super nice. And then we have a bit of sideways drift, left to right.
Yeah. Shot. Well, that's a really
11-6
impressive
in the
first half of the opening game from the 2 Japanese. Handy 5-point lead.
OK、ちょっともう一回言うけど、サーブまでもちょっと頑張って。ね、本当にあと後ろとハーフ緩急結構使ってるから、緩急で結構良かった。継続するように。時々相手が。 내 공이 사람이 없는 곳으로 좀 보낸다 생각하는데 있는 곳을 같이 싸우려고 한 말이야. 어?
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches, return to your chairs. Coach. Players on court. Eleven, 6. Play. Lee.
They just look a little sharper, don't they, the Japanese pair so far?
12, 6.
Look to continue their good form from China Masters.
Great piece of deception from Matsuyama. That's well covered. And so he
Change. Service over. 7, 12. Let. Player let. 7, 12. It's a fault. It's a fault. 8, 12.
Shida and Matsuyama, one of the quickest women's doubles combination in terms of speed of movement. Whilst Lee and Baek is super solid in especially the defense.
9, 12. Let. Shida, get ready, quick.
Excellent play.
10,
They've
12.
become much more aggressive here following the interval. Baek and Lee. Seems to be
Service over.
a little bit
13,
insecure in
10.
her serve, Lee, so he launches it just after she looks up at her opponent. That's a sign that you're a bit uncomfortable. Good shot. Fantastic saves from Shida.
defence from the Japanese pair right at the start of that
Service
rally.
over.
They were almost under
11-13.
constant pressure throughout that pretty lengthy exchange, and in the end, just the weight of shot told eventually.
Yeah, it was a fantastic rally, and so far there's definitely not been any holding back from any of the two pairs.
I think Chen and Jie, if they're watching, are going to be enjoying this thing.
Yeah. they've probably made some early popcorn today and feed up.
Bit of shopping. I don't know.
Or maybe they're out practicing. I think perhaps that's the case.
Certainly worked out well for the world's #1 women's doubles pair. But we'll be right back on it tomorrow. We can be certain of that.
And the reason that Chen and Jia is not playing today is because the compatriots of Shida and Matsuyama, Nakahara and Matsumoto, the two-time former world champions, they had to withdraw yesterday as Nakahara got hit in her eye by a defensive shot from her partner.
Yeah, it was basically a shuttle ricocheted off Matsumoto's racket.
14.
And went kind of sideways right into her eye. It was a really nasty incident. Complete kind of freak occurrence, obviously.
Yeah, super unlucky.
She carried on for a game, but it was obviously affecting her. So really hope, obviously, that there's no lasting damage, obviously, and that she's back playing again as soon as possible next year.
Service over. 13-14. Lisa Hay challenges called in.
See what Hawkeye says this time, and it's obviously an important stage now in this first game. And it did indeed catch a large part of the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining.
So no challenges, and a 2-point deficit for
Service
Baek and Lee
over.
here.
15-13. Flag.
Good work by the Koreans.
Service over.
I feel
14-15.
Shida and Matsuyama is a little bit creating their own trouble by being a little careless in their attack. They normally have a good defense, and they're playing up against the drift. It's super important that the first lift has quality and is long enough. Another great rally we've got going here.
Didn't really expect it to end.
16,
But
14.
that's so effective, straight down the middle between your two opponents. But that felt like well over 100 shots. Might get a count in a minute.
Lead. Huh?
Lack of communication there between the two
Thank you.
Koreans.
Thank you.
Neither moved.
Players on court.
There we go. 147 shot rally.
Yeah.
Had 150 shots yesterday in one rally.
Baek. Nami to serve. 16, 14. Play.
Good move by Shida. Matsuyama totally
Service over.
miss that one.
All that
15,
effort in the previous
16.
lengthy rally. And then rather tamely halfway up the net. That's why got the reaction that she did.
They've come out
16.
the stronger
all.
part following the long rally. The Koreans and the long break. There's a minute break after that long
Shida.
rally. Shot. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Good follow-up by Baek. Just the flick of the racket
17,
there.
16.
First time they'd been ahead since they led 3-2 very early in this game.
Let.
Think about that opportunity again that Matsuyama missed. And they were 16-14 up. Could come back to haunt them. There's no challenges left. She wanted to challenge, but they have no one left. I think they would have
Service
missed that
over.
one as well.
17, all.
That looked clearly into me.
Yeah, I think it was. Talk about fighting fire with fire.
Service over. 18-17.
Got a lucky break of that net court there. Made it difficult for Matsuyama. She had to adjust. It became a relatively easy kill for Lee So-hee. To work much harder at the moment, Shida and Matsuyama, to score in the offense than they did in the opening stages of this match. Koreans really got their defense going.
That's wide.
Service over. 18 all. Yes. Lami? Shida? Players on court. Shida.
Little mini break here, even though
Flag.
the court wasn't mopped or anything.
Well, we're
Okay.
checking how far. We're 29 minutes in this game, and still nothing to choose between them.
I think this is a must-win game
Service
for
over.
Shida and Matsuyama.
19-18. Quick one. Quick foul. Legend. In the middle.
I think the Korean defense will be even more solid in the second game when they can play up against the drift.
Thank you.
Good chance of getting the even better length on it.
Thank you. 19-18. Play.
That was a good flick serve, wasn't it, from Lee?
20. Game point.
Put the Koreans in the
18.
ascendancy in that rally and has set them up with 2 game points here.
Game.
21-18 it is. And after leading for so much of
First
that
game won by
opening game, Shida and Matsuyama rather capitulated towards the end of it.
21-18.
And Baek and Lee did not need a second invitation. And so the Koreans in front by 1 game to love.
큰 거 갖고 두려워하지 마. 크게 오면 큰 대로 주고받고 그러다가 쟤네들도 어차피 이기는 싸움에서 거기서 걸리는 못 한단 말이야. 거기에서 차지서 올 때 공간 하나 더 만들고 그 다음에 다른 것도 하고 한 번 더 가. 꽃 하나 떨어뜨리는 거. 대가 어차피 흘러나가. 한명이 우리가 한 사람이 이렇게 흘러나간단 말이야. 이 구멍에서. 그때 흘러나갈 때가 빠져. 뛰는 거고 다 한번 빠져. 알았어?スピードアップダメだったらどうぞ先にリシーブきちんとするように大丈夫かリシーブから成功するは可能性大きい今相手が成功したリシーブから僕が自分ミスしたと逆考えてこの前中国はリシーブから攻め成功したから今日ちょっと逆に考えね頭チェンジするよ羽がちょっと昨日まだと違うねもっと我慢するよね必ずチャンスを残って頑張れ
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your team. Players on court. Second game. Love ball, play.
So Matsuyama and Shida playing catch up here. New racket required.
That was a much better one. Much better racket, that one.
That one works.
1, love.
Well, that's an interesting approach from Shida and Matsuyama,
Love.
playing it much more patiently, content in playing from a defensive position. I would have thought they would continue attacking and hope that their attack got a little bit extra bite now playing with the drift. But if they can control their defense and keep it inside the back line, then it's a bit tougher for the Koreans to score in their attack.
So that was absolutely nailed.
Love.
Right, flush on the line. Brilliant shot from Shida.
Service over. 1-3.
Good punishment.
Service over.
Matsuyama of the
4-1.
low serve from Lee So-hee. I think indeed she's insecure in her low service. The more experienced of the two Koreans.
Well, firing winners at will at the moment.
5-1.
Yeah, a little later into the rally. Starting out with a defensive approach and then ready to counter. And that's worked perfectly so far. Another relatively easy point. I mean, those 3 shots compared to the 147 they had to work in the opening game. They all count the same.
Use of it. Play. 6-1. Seven, 1.
Well, very surprising scoreline in this second game so far.
Yeah, and especially that they've achieved it so relatively easy, Shida and Matsuyama. They haven't spent a whole lot of energy getting ahead 7-1.
Eight, 1. 9-1.
Seems I'm going to have to risk eating my words about the Japanese needing to win the first game. Oi. Accidental save from Shida. It seems the Koreans, they're lured into some sort of random game and have difficulties getting the length right whenever they have forced to lift.
Whoop. Service over. 2-10. Quick towel. Quick.
Good shot.
Three, 10.
Two Japanese coaches. Was talking, directing players.
What a touch. Those delicate touches and a big lead at the mid-game break for the two Japanese, Matsuyama and Shida. About as good as it gets, using the top of the net.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. Players on court. Lee. Okay. Eleven, 3. Play. Service over. 4-11. Shida. Service over. 12-4.
decision.
Service over.
Well, despite that
5,
very late decision
12.
from Lee, when she contemplated letting it go and in the end played it pretty low to the ground, managed to regain the initiative in the rally and win the point, but still a long way back.
Yeah, and one of the things I've noticed is that players are extremely good at keeping it inside the back line, especially in this game here. Shida and Matsuyama playing with the drift, and that indicates to me that it is a little bit slow playing conditions after all.
Oh, nice shot.
Service over. 13-5.
Admirable subtlety here. By the time Baek realised what was going on, it was too late. She was never going to get there.
Figure like it. (13-5). Play. Correct. Oh, sorry. None, sorry. (13-5). Service over. 6-13. Service over. 14-6.
We'll have to see the position of the smash there from Matsuyama. I think the lift from the Koreans were quite a bit short.
What? Service over. 7-14.
drifted away from
8,
their plan.
14.
Shida and Matsuyama. I think it's good to variate. You just have to keep doing what's working in the first place. And I think that was playing it a bit more patiently. That's a good clear.
World Tour Women's Doubles.
Excellent play by Chihiro Shida.
Service over. 15-8.
How many shots was that?
Quick one.
I simply don't agree that we should have a break here.
Yeah, they very rarely get
Why have a break just
when they
because
ask
we have
for
a
it.
long rally?
Yeah. Yeah, long rally's part and parcel of the sport.
$15-8. Play.
由来自中国的刘胜书、韩宁。刘胜书、韩宁。
That was another minute's break between the rallies.
Service over. 9-15.
It takes away the physical challenge.
And again, not that interested in getting on with it quickly. So we'll try again with a Lee serve.
Service over. 16-9.
Service judge, Trish Gus, New Zealand.
$17-9.
Well, they've got the bit between their teeth now.
18.
Closing in
9.
on levelling the match.
Yeah.
Baek.
在比赛时，请勿使用闪光灯拍照，感谢观众。
No flash photography. Thank you for cooperation.
So it's given
19.
it's given us
Nine.
a much clearer picture of the playing conditions. These first two games here, Shida and Matsuyama playing with the drift, and that means that if they can put pressure on Lee and Baek, either by deceptions or playing fast-paced shots that puts the Koreans under pressure, then it's difficult to get the right length on their defensive shots, and they're struggling. It's no problem for the Japanese to control the length of their own defense whenever they're in a defensive position. That sort of changes the complexity for the third game, where the Japanese pair finish on the presumably better side.
So
20.
approaching an
Game
hour
point
into the match,
9.
and here are a shed load of game points for the Japanese to level affairs.
Game.
21-9, very one-sided
Second
second
game
game.
won by Nami.
So we are going to have a
Matsuyama,
decider.
Shiharu Shida.
This
21.
match is going to go around about an hour and a
One
half
game
now.
all.
And Steve and I were saying a while ago, maybe the only winners there will be Chen and Jia.
And the eventual second place finisher in that other group as well.
Yeah.
あとは甘いの球直接早めに相手フォアの奥ドライブ押すでも構わない右側レシーブ OK 相手ラウンド側右側こうあとは普段通る構わないこれは構わないリズムが OK それ忘れない次はこっち생각보다 이런 것들이 있었는데 왔다는 오른쪽에서 내리는 앞에서 마무리가 되는 연습이죠. 마무리가 아니라 살아가는 거니까 예측을 해가지고 잡으려고 그래야 돼. 설상 빠져나가더라도 그 사람이 더 준다고 생각하고 예측을 하는 플레이를 해. 앞사람이 좀 서 있지 말고 가만히
앞사람 뭐 앞에 붙이고 일단 나도 지고 앞에 2구 연결 동작 내가 봐야 되는 거.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches? Coach? Players on court? Nami? Shida? Baek? Baek? Baek?
They don't react at all, the players. Our umpires calling them on court, and they're just finishing their business at the pit boxes.
Final game. Love ball. Play. Lee. Service over. 1 love.
Same trap as the Koreans fell in the first game there. This time it was Matsuyama. Attacking out of position. It's very, very dangerous for the pair playing the near side of the court here.
2 love.
Haven't seen too many at the back, have we?
No. 2, 3 at the most.
Service over 1, 2.
Yeah, good play by the Koreans, and I think again they fall in the trap. The Japanese can simply not. If the first attack is not giving a much better position for the second attack, then just play the back line. Make sure you have the right length on your shots when you're playing the near side of the court here. Otherwise, you end up in trouble. Look how short it is. Lee So-hee's feet was in front of the first of the 2 service lines at the back.
4 love.
So in my opinion, the Japanese should now, in the first part of this third game, play super defensive. And thank you for proving me wrong there.
Service over. 1 4.
But make sure that they're not counter-attacked. There's the counter. Super work by Lee So-hee.
Service over.
Absolutely
5
perfect.
1. Make sure they're ready. Huh? Yeah.
Service over 4, 3.
Super dangerous, yeah. It's a bad choice by Matsuyama. The first
6,
smash, which
1.
accomplishes nothing. It takes it out of position.
Shida. 6 1.
Good length on the lift from Baek.
Well, it looked easier to make that,
Service
to be honest.
over.
I can't believe she's put it long.
Lee. Full 6. Play. These are Hay challenges called in.
Well, we haven't had a Hawkeye challenge for a while, so let's see what technology makes of this. It's called in. Koreans reckon it's worth the risk that it missed, but it didn't.
Challenge unsuccessful.
7-5.
1 challenge remaining. 3-6. Shida to serve. Play. Service over. 7-3.
Great placement in front of the low, short service line. Super technical skills by Baek.
Nugget.
Well, line judge initially signalled that that was wide,
Nugget.
and then changed. I can't
Fair
actually say
hand
if it's a man or a
challenges
woman,
called
but changed their
in.
mind.
Yeah.
And when you see that kind of indecision, there's a lot of confusion out there. But the call was in, it's been challenged, and that's why. Line judge was right the first time.
Correction out. Eight, 3. Play. Service over. 4-8.
That's a beautiful defensive shot from Shida.
Service over. 9-4.
Oi. She wants to go to the front. So he.
It's amazing, isn't it? Some of the spark, or a lot of it really, that the Japanese pair had in that second game seems to have just disappeared now.
Yeah. It's really chasing the net there. So he.
Service over. 5-10.
Service over. 6-11.
It's wide, and it's a very handy lead for the Koreans.
Service
11-5.
over. 11-5. In the ball. Change game.
Service over. 12-6.
아까 봐봐. 미리 가 있는 게 아니라 빵 때리는 순간에 그냥 빵. 미리 가야지 보인단 말이야. 그 뒤에 사람도 마찬가지야. 빵 때릴 때 앞에 사람이 갈 때 거기서 그 다리 메꿔놔야지. 앞에
Court 1. 20 seconds.
거기서만 지켜서 그
Court
앞을 보고
1. 20 seconds.
안 되는 거야.
Coaches, return to your chair. Yes, please. 11-5. Flag.
Well, let's see if they can take advantage of presumably the more favourable end here. The Japanese.
6-11.
Yeah, they won the second game convincingly on that side. I would expect the Koreans to come out with a different plan from the last time they played the near side of the court here.
Service over. 12-6.
Service over. 47.
Too short from Lee.
That's a lovely piece of judgment.
Service over. 7-1.
And Baek scrambling on the deck. never going to get there, at least not to do anything with it.
The thing that I don't feel any of these two pairs have realized is that if you're playing the near side and you're standing with one foot in the back tram lines, then it's at best a neutral position. If you choose to smash, then you're actually in a defensive position, even if you can smash, because you're most likely, because of the quality of your opponents, going to get counter-attacked.
Once again, the players just completely ignoring the chair umpire.
Yeah, it's, I mean, we're playing around 12 rallies per 10 minutes, which is super slow.
On court for an hour and 18. So it's going to go an hour and a half. And as we said before, that we've got to come back for a quick turnaround tomorrow and maybe on Sunday as well. Not exactly ideal.
Good work. Nami Matsuyama. Capitalize on the favorable position there, Lee So-hee, and I feel that she's looking a little bit tired. Lee, remember in the first part of this third game where she was very eager to get to the net. Beautiful Japanese defense. Wide.
Service over. 13-9. Players on court. Players on court.
Service over 11-20.
Two important points for the Koreans.
9.
Unforced errors they just can't afford to make now, with the scoreline as it is.
Well, considering how hard they've had to work for some of the points, then it must be fantastic to see easy mistakes like that. That's part of the test. That should be part of the test. How good a shot quality can you maintain when you're physically tired?
16-9. Very quick.
For 20 seconds. For 20 seconds.
Well, looks increasingly likely it's going to be the last rights here for Matsuyama and Shida. Not in this tournament, because of course they're guaranteed to be in the semis tomorrow, but do well to fight back from this.
Service over. 10-17.
Second game. Low ball. Play.
Nami.
Excellent. Very alert by Baek.
Service over. 18-10.
Service over 1-0.
They were standing in line to hit that shot and left the court totally open. Hitting a bit of a bad shot and then screening your partner out of the court afterwards. That's not the way to go here.
Service over 1-3.
We're going to have the doctor on court, I suppose. Falling down awkwardly on her knee. Lee So-hee.
Well, let's hope there's no serious damage done here, because obviously they'll be playing tomorrow, regardless of the result of this match. Serious amount of tape on that right knee. A bit more going on as well.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over 13-18.
Best of serves.
Well, they're kind of inching towards the finish line rather than charging towards it, Baek and Lee, but getting there slowly.
Interception by Lee So-hee.
So after an hour and 35 minutes, here are 6 match points for Baek and Lee. Very sharp at the net there, Shida. Certainly wasn't going out. So having got herself and a teammate a breather, still match points for Baek and Lee. Finally they get there, 21-16 in the decider. Match lasting an hour and 38 minutes. Whether that, all those exertions will come back and potentially haunt them tomorrow, we'll have to wait and see.
Match won by Vietnam, Lee Su-hei, 21-18, 9-21, 21-16.
We already knew we were going to see both of these pairs tomorrow in the semi-finals. Confirmation of the scoreline then. They win 21-18, 9-21, 21-16. 1 hour and 39 minutes. We will return shortly and we'll put the emphasis on the men. Liang and Wang, #1 in the world in men's doubles, needing a win to get through. Back in a moment. Well, a warm welcome back to Hangzhou. Attendances here so far have been excellent, and especially when you bear in mind it's all been work days. We'll have an awful lot more in tomorrow and especially on Sunday for the finals. Actually, Hangzhou confirmed as the World Tour finals host for the next few years, not just this year. We're going to move on to the men's doubles. Meanwhile, the #1 pair in the world,